In your 25 years in law enforcement, have you ever seen anything like what we witnessed last Monday?
Man, I haven't seen anything like I witnessed in the last, almost 2 years, in that the lawlessness in America under this administration, the open borders, the Department of Homeland Insecurity, and that pains me to say because I worked as a special agent for the department, and our country is falling apart. Lawlessness is rampant, as you know, throughout America. And so we need to speak up now, and that's why this November is so important. As we saw yesterday, the American people spoke very loudly against Liz Cheney, and that's what's going to happen this November, in my opinion. And so yes, you're right. I've never seen a former president's house be, the target of a federal search warrant. And it's unfortunate, and we should not be tolerating that activity by the FBI. He's being treated like he is a terrorist. Mm-hmm. I mean, these actions are actions, I would see maybe East Africa, which I just returned from, where governments who arrest, harass, and imprison their political opponents. And that's what's happening in America. And we have to be very careful. And tomorrow is a very important day, as you mentioned. The judge is going to determine whether or not that affidavit should be released. And it should be released. It should be released. This is not a secret proceeding. This is not a FISA warrant. This is a criminal warrant under Rule 41. And under Rule 41, most affidavits, unless we're talking, again, terrorism type cases, they're not sealed indefinitely. Right. And so you're going to see, Terrence, what you're going to see tomorrow is the Department of Justice make a doomsday appeal to the judge saying, you cannot release this affidavit because the world is going to come to an end.
Right.
If you release the affidavit.
Eric, I think that's an important point to make, though, because doesn't the Department of Justice, to some degree, have a responsibility to the public to explain its motivations? I get you don't want to lay out your entire case, but at least motivation is important, particularly when you're talking about a public figure like the former president of your country.
Absolutely. And so that's why in search warrants and arrest warrants, prosecutors are very careful. I've done it. I've executed search warrants. I've executed arrest warrants. I've gone to trial. When it comes to search warrants and arrest warrants, prosecutors know that 9 times out of 10, those affidavits are going to be released to the public. That being said, they're very careful as to what they put in those affidavits. Mm-hmm. So it's a given that 99.9% of the time, affidavits are released to the public. Why? Because in America,
it's in the public interest, isn't it?
Our country is based on what? The rule of law. And our country's is John Adams said, our government is a government of laws, not of men.